two sides to every coin, right? So it's going to be brain drain, there's going to be people that are losing that information, not sharing it with other people. But I know for sure there's people within workplaces I've worked at that could have definitely benefited from using AI. They're not working at their optimum. They could benefit from extra knowledge and from extra wisdom and from being able to ask more critical questions of themselves and what they're outputting. If you could put that into AI and make them work more efficiently, I think you're going to get more benefits from that than you would do from perhaps their knowledge being lost that might be quite niche or specific. So yes, there is a risk of it, but as long as we continue to train, as long as we continue to build us around us and build communities like this where we can share ideas, then I think we're going to continue to grow.
The only point I might add to brain drain is, yes, I think it's definitely going to occur. However, the information that is stored in these large language models will become more and more accessible. I was speaking to a gentleman in the break about call-up modems. How many people in the room would still have the knowledge today on how to connect that to a computer and run it, what would the dial-up code be, etc. Although not many people would have that information, that's definitely accessible information to us if we want it now. So brain drain is going to be a case, but there's a lot of technology that we've utilised and has been key in our past that has also almost been lost to most modern people.
So I think brain drain is quite it's an interesting expression because it's quite close to my heart, because I grew up in Greece and it's usually used for people leaving countries to more financially kind of for better countries with better salaries or education. So it's interesting to think of it in terms of, so it's brain drain from industries, right? So you start using, there's industries that are run mostly by AI and people are not thinking about these things. I don't know, I kind of, one prediction I'd say is that in a weird way we'll have less shit around, so we'll have AI generated, probably not good stuff, but then you'll have the really, really good people generating really, really good things, and you would pay a premium for that. That's one prediction, but I don't know, that's more of a guess. So I think maybe people would leave to other industries and be creative in other industries, but the people who are really good in the stuff that they do, they would definitely still be popular.
So is it an industry breakdown?
Sorry?
Is it an industry? Is it going to get rid of crap from industry? So social media programs?
It'll definitely distinguish between people who want to do just like AI versus just use AI because they don't want to think, versus the people who have the urge to think and be creative.
If I've understood the question correctly, I would say that just like with social media, I think everybody will be using AI in the future, and the aspects that they don't like, they will just not use. The aspects that they like or that they have to use, they have no choice. But I also agree that the best way to leverage any technology, including AI, is to have it as an augmentation of something, of your existing expertise, of your thin level of skill, or to teach you something, to make you more efficient, to increase your creativity, to give you new ideas that you wouldn't have thought of. So I cannot think of a future where nobody is using AI. And I guess we need to differentiate between AI application systems, whatever, creators and consumers. If you're talking about the brain drain of the creators who have had enough of, I don't know, new large language model coming out every day and keeping up with all the news and stuff, you could think of that, yeah, maybe they will move somewhere else, but I cannot think of AI suddenly stop being used, especially now that everybody has understood what it's all about. I mean, they got a glimpse of that also 13 years ago with Siri, because I had been working on speech recognition for ages and nobody knew what I was doing, and then Siri came out and said, "Oh, that's what you do." So suddenly natural language processing was there for the common person, and people could understand also the challenges. Why did I say this? And then I understood something else. So now that it's accessible, more and more people are going to use it, hopefully for good use cases and as an augmentation tool. I don't think that the creators or the developers of AI systems are going to be fed up, because it's a massive area. If you're fed up with one aspect, you can work on a different aspect.